Hello children, Uma here. Today we are going to see about Chemistry Chapter 4 Changes Around Us Part 2. Learning Objective to know about reversible change with examples. Reversible change. A change in which you can get back the initial substance by reversing the action is called reversible change. Let us understand it by performing activities. First one is activity 1, blowing balloon. Take a balloon and blow air into it. Observe what happens. You will observe that the shape and size of the balloon changes. Now, let the air escapes out of the balloon. Observe what happens. You will now observe that the balloon gets back to its original shape and size. Next is activity 2, dissolving sugar into water. Take a spoonful of sugar, dissolve it in a beaker containing water. Observe what happens. You will get a mixture of sugar and water. Now heat the mixture and observe what happens. You will observe that slowly the water evaporates and sugar is left at the bottom. Activity 3, folding and unfolding of paper. Here, take a paper of sheet and fold it into the shape of an aeroplane. You have changed the shape of the paper. Now, unfold the paper. You will get the paper back in its original shape. And activity 4, change of ice into water. Take a few cubes of ice, place them in a glass tumbler in the open. Leave them for 4 to 5 minutes. Then observe what happens. You will observe that solid ice changes into water. That is liquid form of water. Now keep the water in the ice tray. Keep the ice tray in the freezer for 1 hour. Then observe what happens. You will now observe that the same water changes back into ice cubes. These are the examples of reversible changes. Let's move on to questions. Here are the questions. So read these questions carefully and write your answers in an A4 sheet or in a separate notebook. Question number 1. Give any two reversible changes. Number 2. Define reversible change. And number 3. Why is blowing of balloon reversible change? Number 4. Define melting process. And number 5 is making of an aeroplane from the paper a slow change or fast change. Thank you, children.